So welcome to another unboxing video. This is the second of the aircraft that I bought from Hanant's website this week, and this is the 1/48 scale Mustang P51D-15 from ICM Holdings, which is a company based in the Ukraine. And this was a bit more expensive than my BF109 that I reviewed, which was £10.50. I think this might have been something along the lines of £13.50 or £12.50. I can't quite remember, but I know it was a quid or two more expensive than the BF109. So this is the kit. We've got a paint scheme on the side, and let's have a look at what we've got. So I can see instantly from the kit that it's bigger than the BF109, hence presumably the increased price. So what have we got? We have the instruction sheet. So this one we get a pilot. We didn't get a pilot with the German aircraft, but this one we've got the pilot. Mustang Amerykański Istrebitiel Il Mirowej Wojnie, or something like that. So, this is the level of detail that we've got on the instructions and pieces. Wheels up or down. We get fuel tank and a bomb. And we get a paint scheme, which is handy if you've got model master paints. Then we get our sheet of colour schemes. We only get one colour scheme with this model. And we've got a sheet of decals. So, again, some very small decals there. I'm not sure whether this represents a particular squadron. I'm guessing that it does, and that the Shawnee Princess was perhaps a real aircraft. I don't know. But anyway, some nice looking decals. And let's have a look at the kit. So, we've got the canopy, and we've got an instrument panel there made out of the clear plastic as well by the look of it. So there's a canopy, or two canopies. Not sure why we've got two. And an instrument panel. And then we've got a fuselage. So just taking a little look at the detail on the panelling and the rivets. So that looks quite reasonable. A little bit of flash around these parts, but no more than you would anticipate, really. little bit of interior detail that you'd be able to see through the canopy. And then we've got 3 more. So we've got some the interior of the seat, and I guess that's the wheel hub thing. The ailerons, rear belly cover, intakes. And we've got some of the smaller details here. So we've got the wheel axles, stands, a couple of bits and pieces, bomb racks, then we've got so we've got a pilot. Oh, there is he. There he is. That looks quite reasonable. Nice, nice face. Detail on the mask and tube and belt, parachute belts. Not so much detail on the trousers as there is on the jacket, flying jacket. But yeah, he looks quite nice. Now we've got fuel tanks and bombs, and some wheels. Not sure if we've got wheel hubs, but not a great deal of detail on the wheels. And lastly, we've got the wings. So again, these look considerably bigger than the BF109 model that we looked at a while ago. But some reasonable panel detailing, should I say. So that's the kit. The Mustang P51D-15, which I will be keen to paint up and make in due course, and I will update you with the results. Thanks very much for watching. So I've managed to complete the P51D and quite pleased with it. I finished it painting yesterday, and I've just given it a coat of matte spray to finish it off. The first thing I should say is that on the previous review of the ME109 I mentioned that the decals were completely rubbish and fell apart. So I'm pleased to report that that appears to have been a glitch, and the decals on this one are absolutely fine, no issues whatsoever. So I managed to use all the small ones as well as the larger ones. So you've got all the writing and little instructions. And they've come on absolutely fine. So it looks like I must have had a dodgy set in that ME109. Overall, kit went together very well. The only issue that I had, which I'm not sure if it's my fault or not, the glass. So you can see there's a little bit of a gap. So I may have positioned the front screen at slightly the wrong angle, but as I super glued it down first without checking the fit, that's probably my fault. But I'm pleased with the overall kit. Nice detail. Got some good panel lines going on. No real issues. with the kit. Didn't have to do much filing or sanding. The only slight thing that I didn't think of at the time was I put the magnets inside here before I fitted this sort of air intake, and consequently the magnet is slightly too far back, because when the air intake goes on, it covers part of the magnet, so it doesn't want to sit true. It wants to move towards the back there rather than sort of fitting in there. So that's just something to watch out if you've got little bits going on underneath the wings, as the Mustang has. It would be better if that was sitting sort of square on, but it does actually give it, I mean, it's quite a strong magnet, so it's not going to fall off unless you clatter it, but it does actually give it, you can get it to give a nice diving effect, so that the aircraft's at a bit of an angle on the War Games table. Yeah, overall very pleased with the ICM kits. So I'm already looking at perhaps getting 2 or 3 ME109s and sticking the wheels on and using those as terrain features. Maybe knock up a little airfield with some runway buildings, and having a little war game around that. So I was looking at the website today. Unfortunately, they don't do a Stuka in 148, which is would have been quite nice. They do lots of variations of 2 or 3 types. So the Mustang, they've got about 5 or 6 variations. The ME109, they've got about 6 or 7. They've got several versions of the Spitfire. So I'll probably have a look at a couple of 109s, maybe get a Russian plane, and maybe get a Spitfire or something for my allies. But overall, very impressed with the ICM 148 scale plastic kits, and definitely going to get some more. So there we have it, the P51D-15 variant. Thanks for watching.